up, everybody? Welcome to the iProv vlog. I'm Jordan Smith, VP of Sales and Marketing with iProv, and as always, joined by my fantastic co-host.
Ooh, you almost ran out of adjectives, Jordan.
Patrick Laughlin, COO of iProv. How are you, Pat?
I'm doing great, Joe. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I was thinking about taking a softer tone because we're talking about kind of a personal thing today. So should I bring the mood down a little bit?
No, man, it's not that personal. But it is important, and maybe one of the most important things that leaders can do. And this is one of those things where I feel like I have to be reminded about it a whole lot too. And I think you probably do too. And it's this idea that vulnerability in leadership is incredibly important, especially if you're a leader that's on the front lines and you're dealing with customers, or you're constantly getting bombarded by things and you're trying to protect your team. You tend to have your armor on all the time, and if you got your armor on with your customers and your team, you're not going to build the kind of deep relationships that get you the results you want.
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes too, just owning up to being vulnerable and everybody always thinks that the person above them, either in age or rank, or they've got it all figured out. Pat knows the next 10 steps. He's got this figured out. Well, no, we don't. And I think it's okay as a leader. We want to kind of, like you said, have that armor up that we do. But I think sometimes it is okay to let them know, hey, sometimes I'm figuring some of this stuff out just as you guys are.
Well, and I think that part of bringing your best self to work is bringing your genuine self to work. And life leaves a mark. Nobody comes out of it unscathed. If you're disappointed and you're having a frustrating day, it's okay to let people know that. You want to make sure that you're trying to keep everybody positive and that you're keeping people productive. But if you're having one of those days, it's okay to let people know that. If you don't, I think it breeds sort of a bitterness and it breeds resentment. And all of a sudden, you're taking your frustration at something completely unrelated out on the people that work for you. And you're building resentments against them instead of being open about, hey, I'm dealing with something, it's hard, and I need to get it off my chest. All of a sudden now you've got this giant sort of ticking time bomb waiting to go off, and nobody wants to work for that person.
Well, and I think a side effect too of that is, because I've experienced this before, where you will see them open up a little bit more with you also. Once they see that, oh, you are human, they're gonna do the same to you, and it's gonna increase those kind of bonds and that relationship that you have with your coworkers, whether it's other people on the leadership team or even the people that you work for that supposedly work for you. So being open and honest begets open and honesty.
Yeah, and I think that having a culture where you can talk about the losses in the same way that you talk about the wins is important, because true learning only comes from falling flat on your face, failing, and then getting back up and figuring out a new way to do what you were trying to do. And if you can't be vulnerable enough to share, hey, I screwed up here, and here's what I learned, you better believe your people are going to take their cues from you, and they're not gonna tell you when they didn't live up to expectations or when they failed, and they're certainly not going to learn from it. They're just going to continue to sort of hide things until, once again, the time bomb blows up.
Yeah, we've all seen that happen before. So, well, I think that's a great way to wrap this up. Something that you said, which I liked earlier, which is life leaves a mark. Don't don't be afraid to show off those marks sometimes when it's appropriate. So
Yeah.
like, comment, share, especially if we earned it. If you watch this on YouTube, subscribe to our channel. We're trying to bring up kind of viewers so that we can experiment with new types of content in addition to what we're doing now and the podcast that you see on there. Check out our website. We're writing about this stuff on a regular basis too. So there might be a topic that relates to this or something else that you've got a question about. And if you're watching this on Facebook, shoot us a like, share this thing, comment on what your thoughts are. We love to hear from you guys. So as always, until next time, thanks, Pat. Peace, peeps.